Hello, my name is Tiffany Chang, and this is Conductor as CEO, where I share some of my ideas about leadership. I imagine a world where conductors make artistic organizations great, like CEOs make businesses great. First, by being of service to its people so that they feel like their work matters. As musicians, we are so used to our teachers, conductors, bosses, and other authority figures telling us what we are doing wrong and how we need to do better. We are well practiced in holding up shields, ready to receive the difficult negative feedback. And at the same time, that same shield unknowingly casts doubt on the rare praise that we do get. As leaders, part of our job is to catch people doing things wrong so that we can correct them and improve our organization's work. And even though we know and have been taught that positive reinforcement is important and we need to use praise balanced with constructive feedback, it still doesn't always have the effectiveness that we intend. What we don't ever talk about is the tension that exists in praise, particularly in the hierarchical work setting. Whether we receive praise from a superior or coworker or subordinate, we wonder if we really deserve it and if there's some other motive for giving the praise. We try to read between the lines, and sometimes it may read as some form of manipulation. Sometimes when we give praise, also, the receiver feels the need to reciprocate or that they owe something to the giver. This may all very well be in our heads, but the thoughts do cross our minds briefly. And instead of feeling a boost in self-confidence and a deeper commitment to our work, we can instead feel less safe and less trust in the workplace. We become distracted by these stories, and the stories we tell ourselves changes depending on who is giving the praise and the power dynamic relationship between the giver and the receiver. I find it interesting how all this can make us think twice about giving praise or be skeptical when we receive it. What if, in addition to catching people doing things right in an effort to give praise, we also develop a habit to catch people caring? We can catch them caring enough to not be texting while having a conversation with us, to voice their opinion even when they may disagree with others, or to not settle for good enough in performance, even when they feel completely defeated. We all want to be seen, to be understood, and to be recognized for our hard work and efforts. Catching people caring simply acknowledges that humanity and culture in a way that is not dependent on finite one-time achievements. It allows us to be seen and to be appreciated often without the burden and barrier of power dynamics. And it comes from a place of generosity, making us feel safe. It increases our sense of trust in those we work with. Every time we catch people caring is a reminder to them that they exist, that their work matters, and that they belong. Daniel Coyle shares in The Culture Code that our brains need this reminding. For example, how many times do you need to say "I love you" to those you love? Not nearly enough times. We are obsessively on the lookout for danger and ways to protect ourselves. Coyle says, belonging is a flame that needs to be constantly fed. As a leader, catching people caring every day feeds that flame. It helps us maintain the sense of belonging by nurturing the narrative that we appreciate that they care. Showing appreciation doesn't need to happen only when extraordinary things happen. People caring about ordinary things is actually what makes most things extraordinary. If these ideas resonate with you, please consider signing up in the link below to receive an email with each new blog post sent directly to your inbox. Thank you and have a great day.